What? Hell yeah, what? Hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? What? Can I get a hell yeah? What? Hell yeah, what? Hell yeah. And I know it ain't right, and I know you shouldn't take this advice, but make sure you really drunk when you drive and walk on some glass with no shoes on and don't pay for your meal, dine and dash. You better not ask me for no advice because I'm gonna tell you the wrong thing to do. So can I get a hell yeah? What? Yeah, hell yeah, what? Hell yeah.
You look like the kind of guy who doesn't play by the rules.
I don't play by the rules now.
You don't like people telling you what to do.
I don't like people telling me what to do, especially if it's by the rules, which I don't play by.
And I don't blame you. And that's what I like about you.
Yeah, I don't play by the rules. I don't let people tell me what to do. It's the Sagalow way.
Ooh, traffic laws? Get out of my way.
Stop signs? I don't listen to that. Police, please.
No such thing as vehicular manslaughter in my vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
No way. The only part of that's true is me being the man.
Yeah, I just turn up my Doobie Brothers to level 10.
Yeah.
And I drive into the sunset.
Set up my phone right by the windshield and watch Peacemaker for a half hour. I'm not even looking at the road.
I love just TikToking and driving.
Me too. I really do that, actually.
It's the best way to drive.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like, I don't have the attention span to drive. I also don't have the attention span to watch a YouTube video while I'm driving.
No, I don't do that either. I like your shirt, dude. It's very 90s.
Oh, thank you. It's a vintage Wrangler.
I don't even know what that means.
I do most of my shopping. I used to shop at a hardware store and eBay, but the hardware store closed. Orchard Supply Hardware went out of business. So I'm an eBay guy.
Yeah, I got one shirt from eBay and it's fine. And I don't think I'll ever shop from eBay again.
I mean, it all smells like dead people.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that is where I got it, off of some. Look at this.
Oh, that's an adorable dog.
Yeah.
What's that a dachshund? Holy shit.
Oh my God, it's a wiener.
A wiener dog.
She's a wiener dog.
That's beautiful. Brandon Sagalow, tell me, where can people find you? Where can they go to find things about you?
Well, of course, Instagram and Twitter at Brendan Sagalow, twitch.tv/sags2riches, and also just listen to the podcast. Here is the scenario. It's called Here's the Scenario, not Here is the Scenario. I am a
very different podcast.
Moron. Yeah. That Here is the Scenario is a very strict podcast.
Kind of think of like Dr. Phil with no mustache.
Exactly. Here's the Scenario, a little bit more loose, a little bit more, friendly.
A little more don't play by the rules.
Exactly. None of us play by the rules. I haven't met anyone that plays by the rules.
Those people, no fun. They should go get a job at the Office Depot for the rest of their lives.
Go play by the rules.
That's what
go
Office
get a job.
Depot's there.
Go play by the rules. I don't play by the rules.
They're too busy doing cool shit, like firing guns in hospitals.
Exactly. I ride horses through malls. I don't play by the rules.
I go to the hospital exclusively to smoke.
Yeah. That's actually my smoking. That's where I smoke, in the hospital. Exactly what you just said.
Yeah. They say you can't smoke in here, and I say you can't tell me or my feelers where to smoke.
Yeah, I go, I'm sorry. Did you just give me a rule to play by?
Who do you think you are? Are you John Wayne?
Hold on, I can't.
You can't push him away. He's adorable.
Look at this.
Is it a he? Am I misgendering the dog?
This is a she.
She? What is her name?
This is Grace. Or
Beautiful.
Gracie.
Is it named after one of the Golden Girls?
I don't know. I'm hoping.
Right?
I'm hoping it is.
That's absolutely beautiful.
I name everything after the Golden Girls.
Everybody. Golden Girl. It's
That's really just it.
My top 2 go-to names.
Just another reason I don't play by the rules.
Yeah. So, Brendan, if you need advice, where do you find yourself going to get that good advice?
Depends on the advice. If it's like, sometimes I'll just Google the question that I have.
Yeah.
I'll just go, what do I do about this? And then just read the first couple of answers and then realize that they're either from 7,000 years ago on Reddit and they haven't, it doesn't even matter in my life anymore, or I just don't even trust the people whose advice I'm reading.
I love it. Yeah.
So then at that point, I'll like go to a friend and I'll ask them, but then they'll make fun of me for being an idiot and needing help with something, and then I'll have to swallow the pride and just get laughed at for a little bit, and then I get my I get my advice.
After you get belittled and made a fool,
Precisely.
and then they can tell you, hey, that should not be burning.
Exactly. Take your hand off the stove.
Please.
After 30 minutes of making fun of me for asking what I should do.
Yeah, it smells like old Funyuns in here. Please, please stop.
Yeah, your skin is burning. I could see your skeleton through your hand.
I see you. First thing that comes to mind, it comes Terminator 2.
Yeah, exactly. Where do you get your advice?
Well, two places. First thing, my lass. I go to my lass, my gal.
That is
GF,
a great
bae.
That's a great answer. I should have said that. My bae.
Yeah, and then second place, Jesus Christ.
Do you really?
No, but I would,
Yeah, you got kind of like a religious thing about you. I feel like you look like you dabble.
I have a kind of an unconsensual mullet, so I feel like I have to.
The mullet's coming back though. The mullet is in.
And I went to the haircut, the barber, and I walked in. He said, "I'm going to give you a mullet." I said, "I don't want a mullet."
He gave it to you anyway?
He gave it to me anyway. He said, "I gave 3 people mullets yesterday."
That's hilarious. I'll tell you what, though, it's coming back. So the guy's doing you a favor.
Yes, so but I'm wondering like how many people in my town are rocking unconsensual mullets.
If you see anybody with a mullet in your town, they're probably rocking it unconsensually.
It was not their idea. It was pushed upon them.
Every mullet starts with somebody bestowing upon them a mullet.
Kind of gifted,
and then they go,
yeah.
This actually isn't too bad.
Yeah, either someone has to gift it to them like a family sword, or you kind of just happen upon it like a game of Jumanji.
Exactly. Or you get bit by a guy with a mullet, and then you have a mullet.
I knew a kid, he in middle school, he got bit by some crazy guy, turned into a mullet, but the mullet got too big, engulfed his entire body.
Oh my God. Well, you know what you do in that situation? You kill the head mullet guy. Yeah. So that's what you do. You kill the first guy with the mullet, and then eventually they will all die.
I do find a problem now that I've mullet. No one invites me into their home anymore.
Yeah, they're like, I think you'd probably prefer being in the garage with the Budweiser.
Yeah, you have to stand where it's sticky on the floor.
Yeah. Make sure you're wearing your Timbs that you have on for not fashion.
Is that a wife beater, perhaps? Take that outside, please.
Nice. I love that Carhartt jacket you're wearing.
So this is the Hell Yeah podcast. People call in, we get questions, people need advice, and we just give them advice.
You get people to call in?
We have a phone line.
Okay, is this live?
It's not live. I shouldn't. I got you too excited. We don't have any phone calls. I know. I'm also pissed.
There's no phones lighting up. There's nothing lighting up.
Alec Baldwin isn't answering any calls right now.
Oh, well, he's very busy.
He's a busy guy. He has charities to do and
been through a lot of trauma recently. So let's give him his space.
Must not bother him. So the first one, I, 18 male, have been dating my girlfriend, 17 female, for about 1.5 years. Okay. Everything has been going amazing, and I'm so in love with her. But when she got more comfortable around me, she began burping, farting, etc. Now, this is all fine and normal, but her burps are strange. She only recently started burping her real burp, which is almost a croak or a ribbit on top of a normal burp. Like she screams while she burps.
Oh my God.
And every time I bring it up, she gets weirdly defensive, saying things like, "Why do you care?" Or "Just let me be." I can hardly stand it, and it weirds me out. She does it in public, and even when she's around my parents, and it's embarrassing for me. I do not like going out with her out of fear that she will let out a horrendous croak in public around me. What do? I love her, but I feel embarrassed.
Well, first off, I would say the age thing here is like, if you're if this is you're not going to be with this person forever, buddy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Secondly, I think if you say to the person, "Hey, can you stop doing this?" Like, and
Can
they're
you
like,
control
"Whoa,
your
why
body
why can't
function?
you let me be me?" Yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Cause it's rude what you're doing. It's
Yeah.
one thing if we're sitting on the couch and we're farting and burping and just living it up, but if
Yeah.
it's in front of
Just
my parents and I'm actively like, don't do that, and you're like, let me be, then guess what? There's going to be some consequences, and that consequence is you're no longer going to have a boyfriend
for
because I
sure.
can't. I mean, what if I just started itching my asshole and smelling it in front of
All
everybody,
the time.
and then you were like, well, don't do that. Hey, I'm not telling you not to live your. My girlfriend's looking right at me, but I think you'd agree with this. I'm not telling you can't live your life, but there are going to be consequences to your actions. What do you like better?
No.
Scream burping in front of my parents, or do you like having a someone who loves you in your life?
You see, what if she burped, but at the same time, like you coughed really loud or you stamped your foot to
Now,
cover up the sound?
see, that's a fine, but it just wouldn't work out. You'd have to be watching her 100% of the time, waiting for that burp so that you could fake a cough.
What, what if she could get like one of those devices the Houston Astros had to like signal the pitches, little tap thing that taps his chest
Yes, of
when the
course,
burp's
of
about to
course. But
come?
who has the time and the material for this stuff, you know? You got to think and in the long run, you got to stand up for yourself a little bit.
That's
That's
fair.
how I feel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, and yeah, you're right. Like sometimes it's good, let it out at, you're watching Lethal Weapon 4,
Yeah. The
you know.
problem is they're teenagers. So there I don't what I would say, have an open discussion about it, be adults about it, talk about this, go, hey, we got to talk about something.
Mhm.
I don't care if you're burping on my foot when we're watching Netflix. I don't mind that. In fact, it kind of turns me on. I like the smell of it.
Of
But when
course.
we're outside and we're around people, you got to hold it together. I mean,
Yeah.
we live in a society here.
We're in a Brookstone. Please hold it together, Catherine.
Yeah, we want to get a loan one day. You can't be at a fucking bank and we're asking for a loan to start a mortgage on our house and live together and burping all over the place.
A man's
Okay?
going to put down his very tiny glasses and ask us to leave.
Yeah, he's gonna go leave this Wells Fargo.
This is not your kind of bank.
Yeah, he's gonna go, sir. I've asked you once to please control your girlfriend's
Yeah.
farting, and and then she'll go, I can control my own farting, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, and then the boyfriend will go, hey, this ain't me. This ain't on me. It's between you two. And then he'll go, you know what, sir? I have a lot of, and he'll take the little glasses off again, and he'll go,
Mhm.
sir, I have a lot of meetings, and I think a lot of them don't contain gas that comes out of your girlfriend's ass. So no mortgage for you.
No money for you. You're bound for the streets.
You're bound for the streets where you can fart and burp freely.
No one cares on the streets.
Look, it's like if he didn't mind it, then whatever, live your life, be a burping and farting family. But this guy's got a problem with it. You got
Yeah.
a problem with it, buddy. You got to talk. You got to open communicate with your lover, with your loved one.
Absolutely.
Tell
Well,
her shut the asshole up when we're
shut
at
your
Thanksgiving.
goddamn holes. All right.
Please, please.
Smells like anchovies and Harrison Ford in here.
Yeah, we're at my uncle's wake. Do you think you can
Yeah.
keep it quiet for a little bit? Maybe make them squeakers.
Mm-hmm. Cool it.
Maybe
Absorb it into your stomach.
silent but deadly. You know.
Figure it out. What do you think is the best advice that you've ever gotten?
You know, I'm asked this question a lot, and I never really know how to answer it. I would say best advice I ever gotten is when the world is too big, make it small. You know what I mean? When you got a lot of things going on, when there's a lot
Hell
of
yes.
problems in your life, and it feels like the world is caving in, and it feels too big, you make it small.
Make it
Focus on
real
one thing, fix that. Work on another thing. It's like, Superman when he was a kid
Mhm.
couldn't control his powers, and
For sure. He was killing everybody.
he was killing everybody, and he was looking through people and the x-rays and everything was going off, and he said everything is so big and everything's happening right now, and his father, who was not a superhero, so I don't know why he would even give this advice, but
Just some normie.
he said focus, make it small,
Hell
make it
yes.
small. And I think that's great advice.
That is, I take most of my advice from superhero stuff.
Yeah.
You know, wear tight clothes.
No capes.
Yeah,
Don't wear capes.
Don't wear capes. It's cool to change inside of a telephone booth. No one will mind.
Always have your outfit under a button-up shirt.
Absolutely. You know how many layers I'm wearing right now?
Button-up shirts. Stock up on button-up shirts because you will be ripping them off.
Yeah, I'm wearing a velour sweatsuit under this.
That's why you're sweating.
Yeah, because the sweatsuit, it's all the velour. It's very thick. Go and feel free to interrupt me at any time. You know.
Hey, I just want to answer these questions. I want to help these people.
All right. So I, 25 male, and my wife, 24, are going to the United States from Japan for a month for vacation. And when I booked the tickets, we initially thought that we were going to be sitting next to each other. But I had the option to upgrade my seat to business, and with miles, I did. Well, my wife is not too happy about that because she wanted to sit together on a 12-hour flight.
Yeah,
but it's
no
overnight.
shit.
So we're going to be sleeping the whole flight. So I didn't think it mattered. I told her that she got upset because she thinks I chose business class over her. And that's rude, apparently. I said to her that she's just jealous. And then she got upset.
This guy's a piece of shit.
And then she got upset and told me to ask the airline to see if I can switch my seat back to economy. I said, hell no. I'm not going to miss my opportunity to sit business class, which looks amazing, by the way. Look up.
Yeah, good for him.
In my eyes, it's just a 12-hour flight, and it doesn't matter.
12-hour flight.
If I sit next to my wife or not. If it's really bad, though, I still have a week before my flight. Maybe I get it changed.
Okay. Well, this is how I look at it. Definitely should have considered her feelings before doing that at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely have to consider her feelings. You are on a 12-hour flight. You probably will be sleeping, but she doesn't want to be sitting next to two fucking nobodies in economy.
She doesn't want to be sitting next to some lady burping up a storm.
But maybe if you had approached her and went, "Hey, they're offering me business class. Would you mind if I went up there? It's totally fine. You know, talk it out." Big theme on both of these advice things. Communication, talk it out. Yeah. That's got to be huge, because I'm sure, you know, the trip starts in the morning. The trip starts the minute you guys are leaving.
Yeah.
So yeah, she probably wants to sit next to her loving husband.
You would think,
for 12 hours. Yeah.
And he's like 12 hours. Like, it's just a 12-hour flight. That's a very long flight.
Yeah. Also, she's going to be sleeping. You're both going to want to sleep. She might want your shoulder or something. You know what I mean? She doesn't want to. She can't lean on people that aren't related to her in any way.
Maybe you guys want to watch Rocco's Modern Life together, you know,
or whatever. It doesn't matter what you watch, but you know, but yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't see anyone having a problem. I mean, yeah, obviously, dude, don't fucking do that.
Yeah,
you know. And if she's like, no, you can take business. I don't care. Do you think? Then there you go. Then you can take it and not feel. But what are you going to do? Start the vacation with being completely selfish?
Just completely mad at each other.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you sleep? Good. I laid down the whole ride.
Yeah, I had plenty of leg room. How about you?
Yeah, every time I woke up, they gave me a mimosa and a foot massage. What about you?
Yeah, check out my new robe I got.
Yeah, did you enjoy that magazine that's behind the chair in front of you that you got to read for 2 seconds?
I got ambient lighting. It was amazing.
Yeah. Exactly. They gave me a free headphone set. What did you get?
We had a bunch of children waving us with giant bay leaves.
Children weren't even allowed where I was at. Any child came there, they disintegrated like a Thanos snap.
They vaporized.
Yeah. Every child that stepped foot into business class vaporized instantly.
You could also smoke up there all you want. They gave us free Vicodin. It was amazing.
I flew the plane for a little bit, to be honest.
It was cool.
They let me do that.
I got to kiss the captain. It was really sick.
The captain's friend blew me.
Yeah, he's now my dad.
This is my friend, and now he's my dad, which is going to be a little, you know, it's going to suck during the holidays. It's going to be a little awkward, but how was your 12-hour flight? And then to
Just
be like, you're just jealous. It's like, no, you idiot.
Yeah.
I thought I was with someone who had some compassion for
Yeah.
me.
who
You
wanted
know?
to sit next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a tricky game because you want to be like, if my wife or whatever was like, hey, they just said they'd upgrade me to business class. What do you feel? I'd be like, oh man, I'd be like, all right, go for it. But
But I
I
kind of
wanted
wanted to sit next to my lass.
I wanted to sit next to you and kiss you in the
Yeah.
sky.
Yeah. I wanted to just look into each other's eyes uncomfortably while people watch.
Yeah, exactly. And I have panic attacks on flights, so
Yeah.
it'd be nice to hold your hand.
Yeah. I'm going to be screaming most of the time. I need you there to
So
shush me.
selfish, but I shouldn't judge, you know. You can't judge these people. They just don't know yet.
They just don't know.
They just don't know yet. But yeah, I mean, communication and compassion. That's the main goal here.
It's a good theme. What do you think is the worst advice you've ever gotten?
As worst advice I've ever heard was someone saying the like as far as like a comedian goes, it was like the audience is stupid. And I was like, no, they're fucking not. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you get away with it. Audiences are stupid, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, they're not. And if they, I mean, some are. Last night I played for a couple of fucking retards, but,
They were fucking old dumb.
but,
Turns
but
out
for
they
the
were just
most part,
deaf.
no. Yeah. Yeah. Or just like listening to I don't know. That's terrible advice.
Yeah.
I usually,
A lot of
I usually get a lot of bad advice or bad people like things that I'm like, oh my God, everybody's an idiot. It feels like I get more
Yeah.
terrible advice or terrible, you know, just
the classic go-to bad comedy advice is blame the audience.
yes. Well, sometimes you can. Sometimes
Sometimes
you
you
can.
can, but like,
sometimes it's like, no, it's they're not stupid.
yeah,
Although there are times where I'm like, that was a layup and you guys are fucking idiots.
that was a perfect Egyptian holographics joke, and you didn't get it.
Yeah, exactly. My buddy did last night he did a perfect RFK bit and it went right over their stupid heads.
Yeah, it turns out they don't understand NFTs and economics.
Yeah. I mean, NFTs should be called NFCs because nobody fucking cares. You know?
Fucking be smart. How about you read an encyclopedia?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know I had to hand out a dictionary before I came up on stage tonight, but you guys are nincompoops.
I'm just up here pontificating. Catch up, everybody.
Yeah. How do you not understand? How do you not get this?
Recently, I'm feeling lazy and unmotivated. When I'm at work, I feel bored and want to escape quickly. I only work 6 hours and no one treats me bad. Why am I so lazy? When I'm at home, I feel constantly bored. I waste my time watching pointless YouTube videos until I fall asleep and another day of work begins.
Okay. So what's the question here?
I think he's just like, he's just
Why
feeling
am I
lazy.
bored? You got to create habits. You know, it's like if you're just coming home from work and I mean, like a lot of people come home from work and just watch movies and they're cool with that. And they're like, oh,
Sure.
I get to relax.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I get to watch John Wick 3. Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're coming home from work and you're like, God, my life sucks, I'm bored. It's like, then go out, go make some habits. Go build a puzzle. Go to the gym or something.
Go ride a Vespa in Cambodia, you know?
Get yourself up. Yeah, exactly, dude. Just buy a ticket somewhere.
Yeah.
You're working, go buy a ticket to Italy. Go out. No one's gonna unbore you. You know, like you have to do that yourself.
You have to go pull up your bootstraps and eat too much pasta in a foreign place.
Oh my God, that's the dream.
Right?
That's the dream. Just not bootstraps, but to go to Italy and have some pasta and look right out into the river would be
amazing.
The river, the ocean,
whatever they have there.
Whatever it is, the pond.
Yeah. And then,
Doesn't matter.
you get the dudes with the boats and they're paddling and you're just eating, I mean, all of the chicken fettuccine you can.
Point is, why is this person going? Why am I so bored? It's like, how much of do we have to lead you to the water, you little horsey. Go. It's not. Yeah, go out and do something. Everyone's bored. Go out
Go.
and do. Go buy a video game.
Yeah.
Go play video games.
Have you tried disc golf? Have you
What do you-
tried
what do you-
disc golf?
What are you doing? You just going home, sitting on a couch, and being bored? That sucks.
Come on. Go rob. Go start stealing stuff.
Yeah, do some B&Es.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing gets the adrenaline pumping quite like theft.
Yeah, go make and distribute methamphetamine.
Mm-hmm.
Do anything.
Have you heard this little thing called grand larceny? Okay.
Yeah, please. Crimes. Have you heard of crimes?
It's exhilarating.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not like the movies. Like you could do a lot of stuff and they'll never catch you.
You'll get away with it. You know,
Yeah.
cops and detectives, they don't know what they're doing.
No, of course not. They're lit. They really have no idea. I've gotten away with a lot of crimes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm committing one right now. I have someone tied up right over there.
Hell yeah. I have a bobcat, an extinct bobcat in my room over there.
Yeah, I have a mountain lion walking around.
Yeah. You have an idea how many fruits and vegetables I cross state lines with?
Yeah, of course. I'm constantly committing crimes, and I got to tell you, it's a good life. It's there. I'm not bored at all.
No, I mean, my blood pressure is spiked.
Yeah, I'm incredibly stressed a lot of the time. But as far as bored, never.
Never.
I'm never bored. Go commit crimes. Go to
Constant
Italy
adrenaline.
and commit crimes.
Fun fact. I guess not a fun fact. There was a kid who they were in went to my school. They went to Italy with a friend, and like a drug deal gone wrong, they killed 2 police officers in Italy.
What?
Yeah, they're still in jail.
That's crazy. What, they just shoot him or something?
They stabbed them.
Oh my God. This is real?
This is
really
real.
happened?
This is real.
Did they know it was a cop?
They did not know he was a cop. He was in like going out clothes.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Let me tell you.
These are friends of yours?
No, not friends, but they went to the same like school. They're in the same area.
Oh my God. And then they went to a different country and stabbed an undercover cop?
Yeah, they was like
An
they
off-duty cop?
they went to go buy drugs, like a bunch of coke, but then the coke wasn't real coke, and they stole this guy's backpack, and then they got confronted by these cops that were in like everyday uniforms, and they stabbed them.
Oh my God.
Now they're in Italian prison forever. Forever, dude.
Oh my God. That's insane.
But,
I
but
can't believe that.
But let me tell you, those guys never bored.
I don't think you should get a big crime. You shouldn't get the same punishment if the cop is off duty.
And not yeah, he's in walking
Yeah, if you
around
don't know
clothes.
it's a cop, then it's just a regular person.
He's wearing a FUBU jersey, you know?
That's insane, though, dude.
That's
What are prisons like in Italy?
I can't imagine they're awesome.
They're probably way worse.
They're probably pretty bad.
Yeah.
But
Oh my
also,
God.
but also in my head, I just imagine just a bunch of just kind of like the Fonzes walking around with leather jackets, just a lot of finger guns.
A lot of finger guns, and that's actually how they killed the cop. They just accidentally shot him. Oh, I thought that was a finger gun. It's a real gun.
Big mime culture in Italy.
Yes, yeah. The Italians love mimes.
Yeah.
They love fake things.
There's a guy put on trial for being stuck in an invisible box for 24 hours.
He suffocated, the poor guy. You didn't make any invisible holes.
Lack of oxygen.
It's hilarious.
For some reason, I feel some type of way. My boyfriend faked an orgasm. Backstory, we've been together for 2 months and learning about each other sexually.
Mhm.
Honestly, he hasn't gotten me there yet. I try to be vocal on what feels good, but I've only been able to come orally. And my boyfriend has done it twice on me in 2 months, and I never got completely there. Tonight was particularly weird because my boyfriend actually faked his orgasm. Not to be too graphic,
But wait, she said she also fakes orgasms?
she fakes orgasms. Now he's faking orgasms.
So what's even the point?
Not to be too graphic, but he usually comes a lot.
Nice.
And I knew him, humble brag, and I knew immediately he did not ejaculate. He acted like he did, but but I was also faking too. So how can I be mad? How can I
Yeah.
how can I communicate with him that I'm unsatisfied with our sex life? I care about him. I do see a future with him, but the sex is not our strong suit. Help.
Damn. That's a tricky one.
That's right.
It's easy on the outside to just say it. Just be like, hey, I'm not like satisfying or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But someone will get offended by that. I mean, as far as the faking the orgasms go, it's like if he does it, he does it. I mean, it still feels good to like get touched, you know.
Absolutely.
He's not faking the entire thing.
Yeah. You're still
But
connecting as a unit, you know?
yeah, let him fake it. If you fake it, let him fake it. You can't be mad at that. But
just a lot of fakes.
yeah, it's like improv. You guys are doing improv together.
You know, might as well bring it to the next level. Start doing more improv scenes. Yes,
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like we're in a bank.
But the real question is, how do you bring up when you're not satisfied sexually anymore in a relationship? What do you do? How do you bring that up? You know, because some people are like, let's get like ball gags and stuff. And like to me, I'm like, well, I don't want to do any of that crap.
Yeah. We don't need any whips involved. Cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want you to dress up as Vin Diesel and yell at me for 30 minutes.
So what do you do? What would satisfy her? She's gotta say, this is what I want. And can you give it to me?
You know, I think kind of going off what you said, like a compliment sandwich. Say, hey,
Go on.
say I love it, because she says I like it when he gives me oral. Say, hey, I love it when you do this, but I don't like it when you do this, but I love it when this happens. You know, so give two good compliments with a little bit of constructive feedback in the middle.
But you can't be like, yes, exactly. But also you can't be like, oh, I don't like when you fake an orgasm.
Yeah. And then
I guess you could.
You
Why not?
could, but
Say it.
That's a war zone in 2 months of a 2 months of a relationship.
And then what? And then you're out of the relationship and it just didn't work out. And you go, okay, whatever. I'll be someone with them that I'm sexually compatible with. Who cares? How old are they? Did
They
say?
are no, I'm guessing 20s.
Yeah. You just gotta, I don't know.
I say communicate, but try to be constructive. Don't be, I don't like this. Say, hey, do this.
Yeah. Or be like, yo, let's go to the movies and fuck in the bathroom or something like that.
Yeah,
And see what the guy says. Yeah, just try to figure it out. And then see if the dude is like, well, I don't want to do that. Then you're like, I got certain needs.
Yeah, we need to watch the new Michael Bay film. Get a little freaky.
Yeah. Transformers is on. Please stop touching me.
It's Shia LaBeouf, or is it Mark Wahlberg? Either way, I'm here for it.
I'm more here for the robots than the lead, but I don't care. Yeah, it could be anybody. I don't know. That's tricky because it's very weird. I mean, it's again, you gotta communicate. But as far as the faking the orgasm go, I don't think you can mention that. That would be so embarrassing.
Yeah, no, that's brutal. Keep that
or you could mention and go, hey, have you ever faked it? And just see what the guy says.
You could always hide it in like a fun like game of like truth or dare or something, you know?
Oh yeah, truth or dare. Truth. Okay, or dare. Okay, I dare you to tell me if you've ever faked an orgasm before.
Yeah, and it tells you, okay, game over.
Yeah, they go, okay, yeah, okay, game over, and then you walk away.
You're like, is it my turn?
You play one round. You play one round.
Yeah, a one-sided
round. One-sided round, and then she gets mad. What are you gonna do?
That'd be a great way for a detective to find out, like he's questioning a witness.
Yeah. Truth or dare? Did you murder JFK?
Yeah.
Truth or dare? Did you assassinate the president?
And
dare.
And he's like, yes. Now, truth or dare? Nope, we're done playing now. I don't want to play
anymore. We're done playing. You're under arrest.
Yeah.
You're under arrest.
You know, his dare was going to be let me go.
Yeah, I dare you to let me go.
Let murder be okay.
I dare you to give me my freedom.
Give me a slide. It was just a couple of people.
I dare you to let me get away with assassinating the president of the United States.
It's not even that big of a deal. We got past it. Come on.
We're past it. Time goes on.
Yeah. Have you heard of the clock? Come on.
Yeah. Have you heard of the clock? Have you heard of the clock?
Yeah.
Okay, it's right over there. Go look at it.
Yeah.
It will never say the same thing twice.
Big hand, small hand. Okay.
Get used to it. And then he just goes like this because he has glasses on the top of his head. And then he goes boom, and the glasses go down. And then he walks out of jail scot-free.
Hell yes. Ending credits roll.
Yeah. The rock song starts playing. It's about drive. It's about power.
Fucking what?
What are we talking about?
The Rock is nuts.
I don't even know if we help those people. Just communicate. Just say, hey, I want to fucking this thing. Like, spice it up a little bit if you can. And if the guy's not into it, then he's not into it.
Most of these things can be solved with communication,
with talking.
Yeah. Is it dramatic if I break up with my boyfriend for looking through my Apple Watch? I forgot my watch at his house, and when I picked up my watch, he left all the apps open. And basically all social media, texts, calls, and photos. It's not like I'm cheating or anything, but I find it incredibly disrespectful. I told him in the past, I'm not okay with him looking at my phone without permission.
Yeah.
One of my pet peeves is when people touch my things without asking. I'm honestly furious and incredibly turned off.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't jump to breaking up. Like, that should never be
the
first thing. It should lead to that. But hey, if you told him not to do it and he's still doing it, now this is another conversation where you go, hey, I told you that this bugs the shit out of me. So we can't, you have to stop. Or else I'm
here at the
going
Hell
to
Yeah
leave.
podcast, we heavily endorse boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries are, it's you guys are that's what makes you guys so different in this podcast, is that you endorse boundaries.
We like boundaries.
You guys like boundaries here.
Okay.
We like boundaries here.
The last podcast on the left, they're not even talking about boundaries.
They hate boundaries. They hate boundaries.
The armchair expert, get out of here, Dax Shepard.
Yeah, get some boundaries, Dax. I mean, stuff you should know. They never mention boundaries.
Don't even talk about it.
They never mention about knowing boundaries.
Ben Shapiro, where are your boundaries? Come on,
Ben. Come on, Ben. Where are the boundaries? Are you Ben Shapiro or are you Boundary Shapiro?
I want to see a little less Ben Shapiro and a little more Boundary Shapiro.
That's what I'm saying. Bound Shapiro
Yeah.
is what I want.
Now that's a good cast.
Yeah. Obviously, you gotta fucking you give him one more time. Hey, I told you I don't like you looking through my phone. What's the problem here? And then something will come up. Well, my last girlfriend, she blah blah blah, and then you go, well, that's not me, and I'm not gonna ask again to stop looking through my shit. Okay, I love you, buddy, but I can't have this in my life.
A little bit of yes, less. A little bit means a sneaky snake.
Everybody jumps to breaking up. Soon as things get fucking rocky, you immediately go, I gotta break up.
This is it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna move to Arizona and I'm gonna sell turquoise out of a van.
Exactly. Sell turquoise. You gotta, that's the last thing. Don't jump to breaking up. Just go, let's talk this out in hopes that we can resolve this. Because if you're jumping straight to breaking up, you probably want to break up anyway.
It's already a thought they've been having.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you jump straight to that and you're not going like, if you're not racking your brain on how to solve this problem and stay together, then you probably want to break up.
Yeah, you've probably been having a lot of unkept feelings in that.
Exactly. Exactly. Look at us. We're solving all these people's problems.
We are so fucking smart, dude.
Mostly me, though, I think.
Mostly you. I'm just here for backup.
Yeah, you're just hype manning my advice.
I put most of the effort on the guests, which is great for podcasts.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, I like to make it as stressful as possible.
Yeah, and I feel it.
Yeah. I put a clock at the end of this. Someone's gonna die. Okay, Brent?
You heard of the clock? Yeah. Heard of it?
If you don't give good enough advice, a building will blow up in Idaho.
Well, I don't care about that.
Yeah, I land of the potatoes. Okay,
Yeah, guess what state I'm not in? Idaho. So
in
don't bother.
in the NY, baby.
It don't bother me none.
Ooh. There's a little bit of a longer one here, so
Hit me.
absorb it, take it in. Go ahead, interrupt it at any time.
I like long ones.
Okay, so this happened last night while me, male 23, and my family were visiting my brother's 30 girlfriend, who's also 30, house for the first time. We were all sitting at the dinner table, and I remembered when my brother's girlfriend, who's a widow, saying that she keeps an urn of her late husband's ashes in the house. Conversation led from one thing to another. Then I looked at my brother and asked him quietly if he was comfortable with having his girlfriend's late husband's urn in the house. He gave me a long stare, so I figured the answer was yes. But maybe he couldn't tell his girlfriend about it, fearing that maybe she misunderstood, maybe. So I brought it up with her and told her that I thought it was quite weird to have her late husband's urn in the house.
Where are you getting these questions? Who are these people?
This is a Reddit. This is a Reddit question.
What a moron. This person can't be real.
She looked at me and apparently was caught off guard by what I said. She said that she didn't think so. And where should the urn be?
Yeah. Where should she put it?
Yeah. It wasn't like the urn was on display. Also, this was her late husband's house. I told her it felt weird, especially since she just had my brother move in with her, and he must be feeling uncomfortable with the idea. His girlfriend looked upset and got real quiet. And then my brother shouted, "None of your goddamn business. Shut your mouth, Eliza. Jesus."
Who's Eliza? This guy?
I guess so. The brother.
Okay.
Or Elijah. Yeah. Jesus. I responded with, I mean, personally, I wouldn't be cool with my girl.
Who does this guy think he is? Who do you think you are? Are you Larry David? Do you think Curb Your Enthusiasm is real? Is this person's autistic?
He's just storming in here, telling people where they should keep their dead loved ones.
He thinks he's Larry David.
The old David in his blood. He says, I mean, personally, I wouldn't be cool with my girl keeping an urn of her ex within close proximity. At best, it would make me feel uncomfortable. At worst, it would make me feel creeped out. His girlfriend then replied by saying that I have no business dating a widow. And then I shrugged.
Yeah, this guy thinks he's fucking Larry David. Look, he's masking having zero compassion with compassion.
Yeah.
He's masking having no empathy by saying, "Oh, I don't know, I'd feel uncomfortable, and my brother, I care about my brother." And it's like, no, you moron, you have no empathy for the person you're talking to.
He has no feelings whatsoever. It is a problem.
What a moron.
People watch Curb Your Enthusiasm and they just
think they're that. They think they're that person. This person's autistic, and I would like to read the Reddit comments section and how many of them actually even entertained this guy.
Not many. Not many people like this man.
I would go delete your account and maybe think about love, like really loving people, and experiencing what that's like, because you're a fucking idiot. And if
you gotta go inside of yourself for a little bit.
And said this to a widow, they should be put into those things, the whole 3 holes, and then like the racks or whatever they're called, and then just have tomatoes thrown at them for a full week.
Like someone who's getting massacred, or like,
well, no,
executed, but like in a fun, playful, like kids reenactment.
No, they don't need to die. They just, for a week, they are in these things where, the head, the hole with the head, and they're like this, and they're in the middle of the town, and people can walk by and throw rotten tomatoes at them.
Tomatoes, onions, whatever they got.
Whatever. Onions might be a little too hard, but tomatoes definitely.
Well, they have to, you have to let them sit out for a while. Let them be soft. Exactly. Maybe some animal style onions. Let them get,
Yeah, exactly.
Cooked up. She excused herself to the kitchen and stayed there.
Yeah, of course. I would have kicked that man out of my house.
Right? Like, no, not only her house, but her late husband's house.
Yeah, I would go.
Yeah.
I would go. I'm 1 second. I'm going to go talk to my boyfriend. I'd go into the kitchen. I would go either politely tell him to leave, or I'm going to tell him to leave because he's got to go.
Yeah.
And let's see it. Let's see him shrug his way to having no friends or family.
I made a beautiful baked ziti, and he ruined it.
I don't even care if you ruin the ziti. We'll eat the ziti. Okay. I don't want this man in my house. I think your brother is the worst. And technically, I think I'm going to break up with you because I cannot stand even the thought of having this man in my family.
In the family. I mean, there's the Thanksgivings, Christmases.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be afraid that he's gonna take the urn and move it to another room.
Right, he's gonna steal the urn.
Yeah. What a moron.
My brother went off on me, calling me an obnoxious asshole for making dinner awkward and upsetting his girlfriend.
Oh, I bet you're real proud of that, fucking you little comedian.
I told him I was just giving my opinion, but he lashed out more. My parents and I left, and they told me that my brother's girlfriend was being hypersensitive.
Well, okay, that's where it all stems from. The parents are also retarded.
It comes from the parents.
It always comes from the parents.
Like, the parents are just silent during this whole thing is nuts.
Hypersensitive.
That's nuts.
I mean, maybe though. Maybe he was like, oh wow, so you keep the urn right there, huh? You know, I don't know. I don't know that if there's a way to bring it up in a familiar way and like be able to knock down the walls of the person and have them be like, yeah, I leave it right there. You know, I see what you're saying. But obviously, if she freaked out, then he was wrong.
My rule of thumb: usually don't mention the urn.
Yeah, that's probably rule number one. Maybe don't mention any dead person that they loved, and the urn specifically in the room.
If is there a picture, someone say, hey, that's a lovely picture, but you don't need to be like, hey, like, when did they die? Yeah. Was it by a dumpster fire? How did it?
It's the same reason you don't ask people if they killed anyone while they were at the war.
For sure.
There's some stuff that you know what he should have done? Clocked it, texted his brother later that night, or said to his parents on the way home, like, hey, did you guys see that urn? Isn't that weird? Would that be weird? Urn? You don't bring it up to the person.
Yeah. The only way I could find he coming from a place and I could get behind it, if the urn was a life-sized urn of the late husband.
And she was fucking it.
And then she was fucking it, and it was like in the corner. Yeah. That would be a little in poor taste.
Well, exactly. That would be, I would be on that man's side.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's not what reality is. So.
No, it's most likely a normal sized and a normal shaped urn.
Yeah, so Elijah, maybe stop sniffing some paint and learn compassion for other humans.
Like, he's a younger boy, but he's 23. He's not that young.
No, at 23, I would have never done that.
He has a
I was an idiot at 23, and I never would have done that.
But like, the brain is fully, fucking formed.
Yeah, you're an adult. You're an adult. You know what you do? Shut the fuck up. Go to a website and start a Roth IRA because you're an adult. Right?
Start researching EFTs, ETFs,
NFTs, NFCs.
Get into the big business.
Yeah, start investing.
Start investing big. Go down to Chase Bank.
Yeah.
Say, I want to put all my money in the urn game.
Yeah, go to Wells Fargo. I'm trying to get a $50,000 urn loan. So I could start my urn company.
I'm burning for the urn. I had bumper stickers made.
Yeah, and that's what it's called. That's what your store is called. Burning for the urn.
Burning for the urn.
Earning light.
So we have one more question, one more advice. My sister Nina is dating Noah. They've been together 3 years, and Noah claims to have a degree in a certain field. I think he's lying because, one, I've tried to have a conversation with Noah about his degree in our first meeting, and he said that he didn't really want to talk about work. At the time, he was working retail, where he has stated these skills are not required.
Okay.
2, when he told me what university he went to, I commented that I had a friend who went there around the same time and asked if he knew him. And Noah said that he misspoke and it was a different university, even though he'd named the first university more than once.
Okay.
3, he doesn't have any pictures of his graduation or his time at the university. He openly admits that his diploma is not in his possession. He claims that when he last moved, he put all his university stuff in the same box, which got lost in the move, and he is yet to replace it. He lost it 3 years ago, so he hasn't replaced his diploma in 3 years, and laments that he can't prove that he has his degree. I've suggested he contact his university and ask, or use an online service to access his transcripts, and he responds that it's just too much hassle. I Googled Noah's name and the university. Noah claims to have worked on a couple of things while he was there and got his dissertation published, and nothing came up in my search.
I hate this guy.
Right?
Who cares?
Who does he think he is?
How much time do you have on your hand to
be researching his sister's
I have
boyfriend?
0 photos from when I was in college. I don't know where my diploma is. I don't care because I that's not something I focus on in my life. Any people that think about college and high school when they're like 10 years out are fucking losers, dude. Like reminiscing on that time is like, you're a fucking loser. Okay.
Yeah. If that's your peak, come on. You need to strive a little bit higher there.
What are you gonna do if he is lying? Who gives a shit?
Right? It's a lot of time focused on bringing this man down.
Yeah.
Who replaces a diploma? I didn't even think that was a thing that was needed.
Yeah, what do you need the diploma for? Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know where any of my stuff is. It's probably in like storage some fucking where.
I gave some man my gown.
I want to see if I could sell my high school ring.
I got a Letterman jacket I never wear.
Do you really have a Letterman jacket?
I have a Letterman jacket.
From high school?
From high school.
That's so funny. That is so funny. Yeah, screw this guy. Why does he even care? I'd be like, the minute I was, I'd be like, the minute I was like, oh, I mean, the one thing is like, also, no one wants to talk about work. Nobody wants to talk about work.
You're at a Cinnabon. Fucking enjoy your meal. Right?
Yeah. Him going, well, he said he doesn't want to talk about work. It's because all he does is work. Okay, he doesn't want to talk about that. He wants to talk about new shows on HBO Max.
He's a working man. And number 5, as I said, when he met my sister, he was working retail. And I'm not knocking people who work retail. And I did it myself up until recently. But I was in a low demand field and didn't expect to go right into my ideal career path. While Noah is in a high demand field and claims to have worked at a major company in his chosen field for years before quitting at a time his industry was thriving. In theory, he should have he had his pick of jobs, but chose to work retail, which he says he hates. And I admit that all of these on their own can look innocent, but when you combine all of this, something feels off. My suspicion is a fake degree. I would stay out of it, except my dad has his own business, and there's a job available that requires someone with a degree similar to Noah's. So dad has told me that he's going to offer Noah the job. It's dad's choice, but I'm nervous. I do some work for dad's company myself, so on a purely selfish level, I would like not to be screwed over by Noah. And on a less selfish level, this job dad needs to fill affects everyone working there. So I'd also like for the employees and the rest of the family not to be screwed over by Noah potentially being incompetent or shady. Dad views Noah as the son he never had. And while Nina and I aren't close for a few reasons, which is
This took a weird turn.
But I would much rather address this now, even if I'm wrong, than leave it for years and deal with the amassed fallout. My hesitation is that I don't know how to approach it. Some relationships here are already strained, and I don't want to further strain things. but I don't know the best way to go about this. How do I best present my concerns without causing even more problems? Who do I talk to first?
Well, I think all of this is moot because you're saying that your father is looking at your future brother-in-law or brother-in-law as the son he never had. So it seems like there's a little bit more deep issues here that you're not resolving that has nothing to do with this guy. Secondly, you know what I would just do? I would just call him out. I would just call him out. I would go, but I'd laugh about it. I go, dude, this is so crazy, but
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I don't think that you have a degree. We have seen no pictures. I mean, just be honest. Like, bust his balls about it. Be like, dude, are you really?
Yeah.
Are you really?
You
Like,
didn't graduate.
you
Look
didn't
at
graduate.
you. You're dumb. I saw you licking fucking Post-it notes the other day.
Yeah. I would just call him out, and he'd be like, "What? No," and I'd be like, "Then and I don't know, whatever." But I would call him out, and then solve the problems with your father because this whole thing seems.
It seems like a jealousy thing.
Yeah, who cares? What are you talking about? He's not gonna ruin the company.
Oh, you do work for your dad's company sometimes, and you don't want to be screwed over? Like, come on.
People who are insanely close to their family are weird me out like that.
Like, cool down. You don't need to hug every time you see him. You know?
Relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love you. What are you?
Seems
weird?
like you got some more deep seated issues, and the fact that you and probably trust issues because I wouldn't think twice about if I didn't believe somebody actually went to a college and not in that moment immediately go, this is weird, but I don't believe you. Like, why are you letting it resonate?
Not only
or
resonate,
not resonate. Was that
marinate?
Marinate. Why are you letting it marinate in you that you don't believe this guy, and then you're going on Reddit and being like, all right, guys, I have a bit of a predicament. It's like, you're a fucking loser, dude.
Not only thinking about it, but going and doing all of the research.
Yeah, you're a psycho.
Like doing a deep dive.
Who are you, Mr. Robot? You're fucking weird, dude.
Cool down. You're not a detective. Just ask the guy.
Yeah, relax, Dick Tracy. Just ask him.
Yeah, I don't think you ever fucking graduated from BYU.
You know what happens when I ask somebody if they went to college and they say yes? I go, okay. And then I never think about it ever again.
Yeah, it does not matter.
It really does not matter. None of this matters. That should be the first comment on this, is that none of this matters.
Your life does not matter in the long
run. You know
what
you do? Go to Expedia.com and buy a ticket to Italy. Okay.
Ooh, you're reading pasta and you're getting on a boat and you're pointing out things loudly.
Yeah, and then when your sister goes, "Oh, turns out Eric actually didn't go to college or anything," you just go, "Well, that's crazy."
Yeah.
More Parmesan, please.
Yeah, I'm where they filmed Assassin's Creed. So look at me.
Yeah, remember that movie?
Yeah, with Michael Fassbender. Hell yes.
Was Michael Fassbender in that?
I think he was the guy.
He was what's the name of the main character in Assassin's Creed? Ezio or something like that.
Yeah.
Ezio or whatever.
Etsy for sure.
Either way, I think every person that we've given advice to has become more and more retarded.
It's a steep decline.
The first person I think had maybe a legitimate with the farting and everything, but this guy he needs therapy.
He needs some help. The guy needs some help.
Yes, all these people need therapy. They all need someone to say, maybe you got to think a little bit more inward.
Yeah.
Try some introspection instead of calling out a widow about having her urn in the living room.
Yeah, maybe it's you that has a problem.
Yeah. Not maybe, it is you that has the problem.
100% you.
If you're doing research, staying up late, whether or not somebody went to college. I mean, I'll look up my college and me right now, and I bet nothing will come up.
Which college did you go to?
I went to Pace University.
Ooh, keep up the pace.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe it will come up. It did not. There you go. So technically, to this guy, I didn't go to college either.
To this guy, most people didn't go to college, probably.
Yeah, if you can't look someone up in their college, then you didn't go there.
Yeah.
There needs to be a full Facebook page article on what you did at BU.
This guy's just walking around just accusing everyone of not going to college because they don't have their diploma.
What an absolute moron. I'm glad that I had time to do this podcast and just become livid in the middle of my day
Right?
on these people who I think should be thrown out of town.
Well, that's why we do this podcast. Not only to put a lot of stress on you, but just make you real angry. You know?
Yeah. I try not to think about what's going on in the world, and now I know a ton of stuff that I wish I never did.
I want you to blow up at your waitress later today. You know?
Oh, someone's getting it.
Yeah, you got a CVS employee you can yell at.
Somebody is getting it. The closest person to me, the minute this is over, is going to get screamed at.
Is getting lashed out. Watch out, Gracie the dog.
Yeah. Where the fuck is that dog?
Someone's been a bad girl.
Watch out, Gracie the dog is so funny.
Yeah, we're
That's
doing
hilarious.
puppy push-ups in this house. All right.
Yeah. I'm just kicking it. Get out of the way. No, I would never.
Yeah,
What a
no,
sweet
no
dog.
duck treats for you, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, go get your Kangle or whatever the fuck. Go get your peanut butter Kong.
Very lastly, what advice, if you could give any kind of advice, what advice would you give to me, Mikel Nordstrom?
Oh, I like that. Keep doing you. Keep you doing your thing. Don't ever change for anybody. I don't think you've ever used your real voice this entire episode, unless that's really how you talk.
People ask me that all the time. It is actually my
are
real
you
voice.
actually from what feels like England?
I'm from the old town of Lagunitas.
Wow. All right, yeah. Keep doing your thing. Keep your head down. Keep working hard.
Someone went up to me the other day. They said, "Is that your real voice? Like, do you actually talk like that?" I said, "Yes." And then I asked them, "Do you actually talk like that?" And they said, "Yes." And I'm like, "I don't believe you."
Yeah. Now, not only do I not believe you, but I'm going to research what college you went to.
For sure. You didn't go to Oregon State.
You didn't go to Binghamton.
Yeah, you don't seem like a duck to me. I don't think so.
All right, well, keep doing you. Keep sounding like you're a magician, because I love it. I like the shirt you're wearing. I like the whole thing. Keep working hard.
I appreciate you fucking coming on, dude. This is fucking awesome.
Of course, anytime.
Tell the people where they can find you real quick.
At Brendan Sagalow, BrendanSagalow, twitch.tv/sags2riches, and just check out Here's the Scenario, my podcast.
Absolutely fucking thank you so much for coming on. And this is the Hell Yeah podcast. Go check it out on social medias. Go check out our email. Give us a ring. We need to know. Give us a phone call if you need advice at 415-785-4509. Give us an email at hellyeahadvice@gmail.com. Go follow our socials on Instagram at the Hell Yeah Podcast. I've been Mike Nordstrom. I love you. Good night.
Hell yeah. And I know it ain't right, and I know it ain't right, and I know you shouldn't take this advice, but make sure you really drunk when you drive and walk on some glass with no shoes on, and don't pay for your meal, dine and dash. You better not ask me for no advice, because I'm gonna tell you the wrong thing to do. So can I get a hell yeah? What?